junior background, he dominated. I mean, he overlapped with all these guys and just dominated everyone. So these are everyone. These guys are essentially Welcome to the NSL exhibition match. Joining me today is Jackson Bragman from the Bragman Breakdown podcast. And quickly, just thank you to our producers in ProFly Studios and our sponsors in J-Press, Dunlop, and Honeywick. And thank you to Montgomery Bell Academy for hosting such an incredible event today. How are you doing, Jackson?
Sean, it's an absolute pleasure to be standing beside you right here at Montgomery Bell Academy with one of the newest high school squash programs in the nation here in Nashville, Tennessee. The motto of the program, it will never be the same, and that's what Dylan Cunningham, head coach of Montgomery Bell Academy, is hoping for with this program here at Nashville, here in Nashville with the high school squash league. The player draft pool containing 25 of the top 100 players in the world, as well as a lot of other players that are just outside that top 100 that probably should be in there, but are just kind of knocking on the door, whether it's an age thing or injuries. And there's so much talent in this draft pool, and I cannot wait for the draft tomorrow night. But here tonight, first things first, we have a Team World versus Team USA global exhibition match. And the stars are out for this matchup here tonight. We have Timmy and Spencer themselves, both playing for Team USA this evening. They will be joined by the former University of Pennsylvania Quaker. It will be Andrew Douglas, the world number 50, joining them on Team USA. And in addition to the Team USA squad taking the court here tonight in Nashville, what a treat for Team World. World-class players up and down both of these lineups. It will be Victor Crouin, the number 11 player in the world, reached a highest world ranking of number 7 at one point out of France, who will be joined by Yusuf Ibrahim from Cairo, Egypt, who is currently at the world number 16 position.
And to introduce the Team USA lineup, coaching Team USA is TJ Dubinsky, former Yale Bulldog, leading the way in charge for Team USA. And Timmy Brownell is the number 1 player, ranked 39 in the world right now, and ranked 48 in the world. Actually, Andrew Douglas, 50 in the world, and Spencer Lovejoy rounding out Team USA.
Yeah, and we know how quickly these rankings change in the PSA, so these rankings a couple weeks old and have fluctuated slightly here. And important to note that TJ is in the draft player pool for this weekend. He is on coaching duty for this evening, though. And he will be helping out Team USA. For Team World, it will be Matthias Knudsen, who has gone viral recently on social media with his trick shots. He had a great one with Miguel Rodriguez the other day. Check out his Instagram account. And one of the fastest rising, most exciting young players on the PSA World Tour, coming to the NSL and joining Timmy and Spencer. Number 7, Victor Kruin is his highest world ranking. I think we have highest world rankings on here, actually. So number 7, Victor Kruin, that's the highest he reached. Yusuf Ibrahim, a highest world ranking of number 11. He is currently number 16 in the world. And on any given day, Yusuf Ibrahim can beat anyone on the PSA World Tour with his exciting attacking playing style. He has a classic Egyptian game, loves to flatten the ball into the front court. And then Ramit Tandon, a highest world ranking of 33, and is currently in the lower 30s as of right now. And we have a college squash fest in store for us tonight,
Jackson,
Sean.
the amount of Ivy Leaguers in this,
yeah,
in this lineup is putting us to shame here.
Yeah, we have 6 Ivy Leaguers taking the court this evening, and there goes Timmy. Loves the camera. No surprise there.
Team USA rocking the bright red.
The bright red.
I'd love to see it.
Similar to Timmy's former team, the Harvard Crimson. Spent 4 years under Mike Way at Harvard. There's Andrew Douglas. 4 years for Gilly Lane at Penn.
It's going to be interesting to see former teammates go around with Timmy Brownell and Victor Kruin, being both coming from Harvard, overlapping at the same time. So maybe they know
won a couple national championships together as well.
Probably the best team that college squash has ever created was that Harvard team. Yeah. For some context here, and maybe Timmy might know a trick or two from Victor. So
yeah, and it'll be interesting to see because Timmy obviously played on that fantastic Harvard team. He wasn't necessarily always at the tip-top of the lineup. Usually Victor was anchoring that number 1 spot, and Timmy kind of fluctuated in that lineup anywhere between 2 and 6, really, where he played in the national championship. He's number 6, which shows you how loaded that Harvard team was. Contrasting that with Andrew and Spencer, who played for slightly weaker teams, but played number 1 throughout their whole careers. And there's so many different dynamics when it comes to team squash, and that's why the NSL is so exciting, Sean, because it's bringing team squash to America at the professional level for the first time ever. And we have not only some of the highest ranked players in the world, but some of the most exciting playing styles joining us in the NSL for its inaugural season.
I mean, if anything, all 6 of these players know a thing or two about team squash, as they've all just how familiar they are with supporting one another, and also the coaching aspect. And Jackson, one of the interesting things about this league and this format that should be really interesting is we have, if you want to dig into it a little bit with the whole power plays and substitution, how are these teams going to utilize it for different matchups? So these are the things we should be thinking and putting into account for.
It's a fantastic question, Sean. And not only is the National Squash League a team-oriented league, because we had that in college with these players, so they know how to play along with a team and they know about team camaraderie and this and that. But what's so different and so exciting about the NSL is we have a virtually completely different rule set. Now, we're still playing squash just like we are in the PSA or in college squash. The way you win a point is the same. In the wise words of one Paul Asiante, the squash court is 28 feet wide. There's a tin at the bottom. The object of the game is to hit the ball above the tin. It's a very simple game. We're still playing squash, but the rules are a little bit different. Instead of a target score of 11 points to win a game or to win a set, there's instead going to be a timer. There will be a clock of 20 minutes and a shot clock, essentially, or a serve clock, where players will have 15 seconds in between points to serve the ball. So it's more of a timer system here that we have, and that obviously changes the strategy a little bit. And then one of the most exciting new things that NSL is kind of implementing here is the power play. Power play is a period of time that can be called by either team, where for 2 straight minutes, only the team that calls the power play is able to score points. So that's why it is so important in the NSL to have guys with attacking play styles like Yusuf Ibrahim, and have guys with more defensive fitness and traditional European playing styles like a Victor Kruin, because you want guys to attack on the power play and win and rack up 4 or 5 points on that power play and just win points as fast as possible. But you also want guys that can defend and can extend rallies, because if you have Victor Kruin out there and he plays a minute 15-second, a minute 30-second rally on the opponent's power play, even if he loses that rally, he's still minimizing the damage that is being done for his team. So that power play adds a completely different dynamic to the squash that we're going to see here tonight. And obviously, this is just an exhibition. This is a new league. We had the first exhibition last year in Louisville. It was a huge success. Now, this year, we have the second ever time that we're going to be utilizing the NSL rule format, but this time it's for a greater purpose. It's not just a beta test run. It's to promote the first season of the league. There are going to be 6 different teams, And as we mentioned, we have the draft tomorrow night. All 6 teams will be selecting 4 different players for their respective rosters to carry them throughout the NSL season, which will culminate with the championships at the Arlen Specter Center in Philadelphia in June, Sean.
It's interesting because these players are also showcasing what they got to the owners out there if they're all tuning in on the draft pool beginning tomorrow. You see it on court right now with Timmy Brownell and Spencer warming up. Andrew just chilling outside. Maybe he has a different tactic of how he wants to warm up. And Team World, all 3 of them on court together warming up. So let's see how this goes, Jackson.
It'll be very interesting to see who's able to raise their draft stock here tonight at the NSL exhibition match here in Nashville. We have Victor Cruin and Yusuf Ibrahim both playing for Team World. Those 2 guys are almost certainly going to be the first 2 players off the board, and those guys are going to be duking it out, even though they're teammates, to kind of decide who is going to be that number 1 pick, who's going to have the prestige of being the first player ever selected in an NSL draft. And we don't know what the draft order is yet, Sean. One thing that we do know is it's going to be a snake draft, and that there will be a draft lottery with traditional draft lottery, just like you see with the NBA, with ping pong balls, and that's going to determine the draft order tonight. Then the draft will take place tomorrow night at 6 o'clock local time here. I believe it's Central Time in Nashville here. So make sure to tune in back on the NSL YouTube page for the draft tomorrow. And now, Sean, I think it will be a good opportunity to talk about our picks. So let's talk about, Sean, our top 6 players in the National Squash Association. You have your top 6. I have my top 6 players that are participating in the NSL this year. And then we each have dark horse candidates as well. So, Sean, going to number 1 on your big board, it's been highly disputed. Who's gonna be the number 1 player on everyone's board? Everyone has a different answer. Timmy and Spencer, when you asked them about it on the Rally Report podcast a couple weeks ago, they both actually said that Yusuf Ibrahim should be the first overall pick. What say you, Sean Short?
I think it's fascinating to hear what the professionals think as their first pick, with Yusuf Ibrahim going first for both Spencer and Timmy. But Jackson, I got to go with Victor here. He's the most established player out of the entire pool, and he's highest world ranking of 7, currently ranked number 11. And even this year, making it to Platinum and Grand Central Station, he made it to the semifinals, knocking out Paul Cole, an in-form Paul Cole, and also making it to the quarterfinals in the most recent last week Windy City Open.
That was a 3-game win over Paul Cole, I want to add, Sean. He looked absolutely outstanding.
Unbelievable. And just Victor's game is known to be very stable, the classic French style. He's supposed to take their helms from Gregory Gaultier as the next best French player, and they seem to have French royalty of squash players over there. Jackson always producing top quality players and legends of the game. But Victor, he's next one up. He's the next guy in French's national team. And people think he's got the classic French movement of hard strength, but I also think people underrate his attacking and how attacking he is as a player, which is why I think he has to go with number 1 pick for me. He's already established himself as one of the best players in the world who consistently make it to the quarterfinals of these top events, and just the mix of play he's able to do. Secondly, I'm going with Yusuf Ibrahim. I mean, we all know his potential. He's nicknamed the Gunslinger for a reason. Made it to his infamous Windy City Open finalist 2 years ago, and there he is. Unbelievable player, ranked top highest world ranking of 11, currently ranked 16, but probably the most attacking player you'll ever see in the PSA, and it's reminiscent of what Ramy was doing on the tour as well. So it's glad to have someone like him back in the mix in the PSA and also joining us in the NSL. He's box office, Jackson. He truly is box office.
So those are the top 2 candidates, and then a lot of people are saying the draft kind of begins at 3, Sean. And you've gone for NSL co-founder Timmy Brownell here at number 3. Clearly one of the tactically strongest players on tour. What's behind that decision?
Timmy Brownell, to me, he's the weird one, odd one out in this draft. On paper, he shouldn't be this high, but I picked him to be my number 3 pick. He's currently ranked 41. Not much difference between the bottom 4 players, but lefty, unorthodox, as Nick Matthews said. He's just very different of how he plays and how he approaches the game, and the way he reads the game is second to none. I think that's something underrated, and you guys should watch out when he plays, especially in today's exhibition. The way he reads the game, he's a step faster than everyone on the ball, so that's something that people might not notice, but that's something to keep an eye out on. And unbelievable athlete, so have to go with him as third pick. He's really on the come up representing USA, so he's really taking the lead on it.
Number 4, the Frenchman Auguste Dessord for you, who's playing some outstanding squash and is really reaching his prime on the PSA World Tour, coming to the NSL show.
Auguste Dessord, also a very gutsy player. He loves to get into the players' skins, and I mean, he's part of the next wave of French squash royalty, as with Victor Crouin. So I love to see it. I love how he plays, and he's loves to get under people's skins, and I think people should watch out for that. And in a team-based format, I'm really curious to see how he pans out. But very solid base, like as all French players are. So really looking forward to where he goes in the draft. But for me, he's got to go number 4.
And then, Sean, moving to those bottom 2 spots, those final 2 first-round picks, there's a lot of competition. There are probably 10 guys that you could very easily justify going in that first round. Who do you have in those last 2 spots?
Last 2 spots, I mean, Ramatandit, he's joining us today in the NSL match, but Ramatandit, quick backstory about him. He used to be a hedge fund analyst post-Columbia and then did a switch up as a career to taking a chance in the PSA, and one could say he's doing pretty well for himself out there. He's, again, he had a lot of background with training with Ramy during his days in New York, kind of similar in the way he attacks the ball. So a lot of attackers on Team World and also in this first round. So if you think, as an owner out there, if you think that attacking game is favored in the NSL format, you've got to go with Ramatandin, because he is one to attack the ball and take it in short and take the volleys early.
Yeah, very Egyptian-esque playing style, and yeah, is not afraid or is not shying away from taking risk on the squash court. And then Leandro Remiglio for you at number 6, a guy that has shot up the PSA Tour World Rankings this year from Argentina. And he's doing it at a little bit older of an age. At I believe 31, 32 years old, he's playing the best squash of his career by far.
Oh, you bet he is. He kind of went under the radar for his entire career, and now at 32 years old, he's really having a career year, ranked 36 in the world. He's from South America. He's very solid base from good length, good core. But yeah, he'll go last for me. And going over to you, Jackson, who do you have as your top 6?
Yeah, I'm going to go quick because I know we're about to get underway here, and I want to talk about Victor Crouin for a moment as well. And it's been highly debated who are going to be the top 2. Who's going to be 1, who's going to be 2 here. I think it is Victor Crouin for me, and I'll tell you why. Is because as good as Yusuf Ibrahim could be in this format, in a power play situation, with his attacking style, with the clock, I just feel that Victor Crouin has even raised his level from last season, where he was playing at a world top 10 level, where now he's reaching the semifinals and the quarterfinals of these platinum events consistently. And the one thing that sticks out to Victor about me is everyone puts him in this category of very fit, very defensive, very tactically sound, and doesn't make mistakes, and he's just kind of a boring player. But if you watch him this year, if you watched him at the Tournament of Champions a couple weeks ago, and if you watched him at the Windy City Open last week in Chicago, you will know that Victor Crouin has completely opened up his game. He's added an element of deception to his game, and he is hitting more cross courts, more boasts than he ever has in his entire career. He's really mixing things up, and he's becoming a lot more difficult to read, and I think that has allowed him, in addition to being one of the best straight ball hitters in all of PSA, one of the most fit players in all of PSA, that extra element he's added to his game has really allowed him to take it to the next level. So Victor Crouin, I believe, is going to be number 1 overall, or at least should be. And then we have Yusuf Ibrahim. We talked about Auguste Dessord and Timmy Brownell. I think that's pretty much a toss-up. I think that can go either way. I think that Auguste beat Timmy in a close 3-game match a couple months ago, and I think that's why you got to give Auguste the edge. And what Auguste does in terms of taking the ball into the forecourt and his attacking prowess, it's absolutely exceptional. Simon Herbert, one of the fastest rising stars in PSA, only 22 years old, the Englishman, but doesn't play like your typical European, Sean. Loves to take the ball in short, does not enjoy hitting multiple straight drives in a row. Let's throw it down to the MC, Ryan Leslie, and maybe we'll wrap up kind of a discussion of the top draft picks coming up in a moment.
Tomorrow. Yep.
Yeah, 6 o'clock p.m. right here on the NSL YouTube channel. You can stream the draft live. And here is
Victor with a double wristband action.
Double
Quite
wristband.
the fashion
He's been
statement.
rocking that recently. And Ryan Leslie, the MC for the evening. I've heard he's quite the grill master away from squash. And we'll see how his skills are on the stick.
Capping it off with tomorrow night's inaugural National Squash League draft. We have the world's top talent here, Team World versus Team USA. And thank you to our sponsors, Jake Price, Honeywick, and Dunlop for making this weekend possible. For those of you in attendance, don't forget to buy your raffle tickets for the opportunity to coach one of the teams during tomorrow's All-Star Exhibition match and to win some signed gear by our players tonight. With that said, we are heading into our All-Star Exhibition match this evening between Team World and Team USA. For those of you that have never seen a National Squash League match, here's how it's going to go. Play is done over 70 total minutes with 3 total periods. The first 2 periods are 20 minutes long, with the third period being 30 minutes long. During the first 2 periods, they are worth 1 point, and the third period is worth 2 points. So therefore, if a team wins the first 2 periods, the opposing team is not out yet, as if they win that third period, we go to an overtime 60-second playoff between 2 players. There is a running scoreboard for all periods, so therefore, if Team USA has 20 points at the end of period 1 and Team World has 15 points, Team USA would win that period. Also, during our first 2 periods, the teams are allowed 2 substitutions and 1 power play, with the third period allowing 3 substitutions and 2 power plays. A power play works like this. If a team calls a power play, the opposing team is not allowed to score points even if they win the round. So, with all that said, it's a little chaotic, but that's what we're here for. And now, who's ready to watch some squash? Coaching Team World from Colombia, Matthias Knudsen. Playing the number 3 spot for Team World, please give a round of applause from India, currently ranked number 38 in the world, Ramit Tandon. Playing the number 2 spot for Team World, please give a round of applause from Egypt, world number 16, Yusuf Ibrahim. And starting for Team World, currently ranked number 11 in the world, from France, please give a round of applause for Victor Caruba.
Timmy Brownell with one of the crispest step-ups you'll ever seen with Team World coach Lutsen, and that signals that we're getting underway here. Quick warm-up. Players have already done their warm-ups, but we're just going to heat up the ball here. And we have the former college teammates duking it out here, Sean Choi.
It's going to be fantastic to see how these two will match up against each other. We've seen it a little. I'm sure these challenge matches they've done back at Harvard were intense, even though there was a little bit of gap in that incredible team they had back in 2020. But just to give you guys some context for the audience out there, Timmy Brownell and Victor Gruen have met in the PSA and the Squash on Fire in 2023 event, a bronze level PSA event where Timmy actually took Victor to 5. So while the world rankings might be a bit of a difference here, truly skill-wise, I think this should be a good matchup. And we'll see how Victor will deal with a very different format that Timmy is a lot more used to as a founder of the NSL League. This format has kind of been the brainchild of Timmy and what he sees fit as a good squash event. So we'll see how Victor will handle that type of pressure in the power plays and substitutions.
Yeah, I think on the surface you might look at these two lineups, you might look at the rankings and say, well, Team World's a lock to win. And while that may be that may be fair, I'm not even going to dispute that, but I think it is worth noting that you have two gentlemen on the Team USA team who are literally the founders of this league. They know the rules like the back of their hand. It's going to get a little bit complex at times. It's going to get a little bit chippy and interesting. And we're ready, Ryan Leslie. We're ready. We're ready to rock and roll. Timmy with the spinneroonie. Right hand for the lefty. That's pretty. It's well done on the
Beautiful
spin.
spin.
And Timmy will hold service. But as I was saying, Timmy and Spencer literally know the rules like the back of their hand. So that'll be something to keep their eyes on
and the action
as we're underway.
Begins.
Both players jockeying for position early here, but I would imagine we're going to see these two guys take it in short.
And Timmy goes first on the short.
I don't think there's going to be too much easing in here today.
Timmy wins the first point. We'll see. I mean, crowd is
takes number one.
very U.S. heavy right now, given that we're in Nashville.
U.S.
So we'll
flags
see how Victor deals with
crowd.
home crowd advantage here. Loose ball from Victor.
Had the opportunity to hold Timmy's racket, and it is light as a feather, Sean. Pretty hands. And he might literally have aesthetically pleasing hands, as that's a great line.
Slight hold
for Victor.
from Victor.
And Timmy might have actually like pretty aesthetically pleasing to look at hands, but when I say great hands, I mean he can really feather that ball into the front court and leave it tight and close to that front wall. And Timmy tactically so good, masterful at moving his opponents from corner to corner. Victor so steady, the master of the straight drive, but as we mentioned earlier, is adding an element of deception to his game, is kind of mixing in a lot more cross courts and
U.S.
funky
flags
shots
are
here.
being
And
raised high
is,
here.
Crowd is really behind Timmy early.
For those tuning in, I'd love to hear what you guys think of Victor's double wristband as a fashion
He's been
statement.
rocking it lately.
Let us know what you guys think. Is it the
It's a
move
new
or is
addition.
it not?
Pretty voice from Mr. Leslie, our MC for the evening.
MC of the day.
Quality stuff. And there's that volley trickle boast that we were talking about. And there it
He's
is
really
again.
utilizing the boast a lot. Moving Timmy around. Oh, the top spin. Oh, read that.
Major rally here.
Inserting pace from Timmy.
Dare I say we're on pace for a mega rally coming up. And Victor putting major work into the legs of Timmy Brownell early here.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
this is a grueling rally. And that's going to be a huge surge of confidence for the Frenchman.
First fist pump coming out for Team World.
Mr. Leslie
Beautiful length.
also serving as the referee here for this evening.
Trickle boast. A couple grunts already from Timmy. Do they need a substitution early on?
It is worth noting that with the substitutions in the middle of the match,
wow.
That's a great line from Timmy Brownell. Victor
Timmy.
Cruin out of position. And Timmy flattened that ball down the line. Each player must play 15 minutes. So there's no, oh, we're going to play Victor the whole match, we're going to play Yusuf, and we're not going to play Ramit Tandon. And there's the corkscrew boast. Timmy with an opportunity in the fourth
Little
court.
head fake. Went nowhere, though.
Went nowhere, and we're back to square one. Cat and mouse. But yes, I believe we each team has
the hands.
Great shot from Cruin.
As Coach Matthias bangs the back wall. He enjoyed that one a lot.
Each team has 2 substitutions at their disposal per period until the third period, which is longer. The first 2 periods are 20 minutes. The third will be 30 minutes. And in that third and final period, teams will be allotted 3 substitutions. The first 2 periods, each worth 1 point in the grand scheme of things when it comes to the match as a total. But even if a team goes down in the first 2 periods, they still have an opportunity to tie it up and send it to overtime as Timmy Brownell makes an error, and he was stretched on that ball.
Victor slowly getting a lead here, building a 2-point lead.
Slowly building a lead, and Timmy looks tired. But that third period is worth 2 points. So if let's say Team USA, for instance, falls down 2-0 here, they still absolutely have a chance to even it up if they win that third and final and ever crucial period to send it to a 5-minute overtime period.
It's good to see Timmy's reading the boast a bit better now. I don't know if that was a tactical choice by Victor to be boasting the ball, ordered by Coach Matthias for Team World.
The quality's dropped off from both players just a little bit here. That's a nice drop by Timmy, though.
The forehand is just lethal as a lefty.
Oh, just missed the nick there, did Victor. We're back to square one. Flips the top of the tin. Timmy needed that. Timmy, a big sigh of relief there. Timmy pointing to his wrist as he looks at TJ. Getting ready for a sub after this point, it appears.
First substitution coming up.
And it's going to be more likely than not, Actually, we don't know because Spencer and Dougie were both up top.
Andrew Douglas is gearing up for the next round. We'll see it. Both college rivals, and
we'll see if Timmy can knot up the score here before Dougie checks in.
Oh.
Trickle boast in the middle.
Victor's moving him around.
And this is brutal. Timmy needs a sub badly. That's a pretty drop, though.
Given how tired he is, look at the scoreboard. It's only a 1 point. And he ties it up.
Major fist pump.
I mean, the pressure is on Victor. Look, I mean, the ranking
One more point,
here.
says Timmy. He can go for one more.
Timmy opting to wear the goggles. Clearly does not trust Victor's swing here. But gets
it's a good hold.
First substitution, guys, in the books. Next up is Andrew Douglas. Crowd goes wild.
Andrew Douglas, world number 50. From Brooklyn, New York, the former Penn Quaker. As we're back into the action. Clock on the live stream, thankfully, still working. Maybe having some trouble here in the arena, and it's fixed. Then we're back with the clock. So we're
quick cut by Victor. I mean, it's interesting to see how, knowing Victor's fitness, this probably hasn't affected him too much.
Victor, one of the most fit, consistent players on tour. You'll find few players with a better straight drive than Victor Cruin. As
we're looking at the classic college matchup between Penn and Harvard here. These two used to juke it out every year in college. So, is this a tactical decision from Andrew to waste some time here?
Victor not pleased.
Not happy with the time wasting.
Dougie will beat the serve clock, though.
Oh, the classic. with
Victor
a
still
clean
fresh
length.
as a daisy out here.
With very clean length hitters, these two.
Yeah, there's no towel wipes here in the NSL. No 30 or 40-second breaks in between points. It's constant, nonstop action. Very exciting.
First
and there's our
decision.
first decision. And we're gonna play yes
Ooh.
let. We're gonna play yes let. It's a poor shot from Victor, but perhaps Dougie did have room to play. I think that's a good decision.
First grunt from Victor. Andrew claiming that ball was out, and it was indeed out.
Sneaky from Victor. Won't quite concede. We'll smile after. More attritional here. Dougie, the righty, checking in for the lefty, Timmy Brownell.
Back into the left.
This is just such quality length from Victor. And there's another grunt. He may be fatiguing a little bit. Great hold from Andrew Douglas there.
Cut. Andrew is smacking, and
there's
it's out.
another error.
Team USA with the lead as the time clock stops. As Coach TJ ordering Dougie's for the next. Oh, guys, we have what a situation we have.
And here is the power play. Here's the power play that's been discussed so much for only 2 minutes.
Immediately, Andrew goes for the short ball.
And Dougie wants to hustle
tactic.
here.
This is the tactic now.
For 2 minutes, Team World is unable to score. So for the goal here for Yusuf Ibrahim is to extend these rallies as much as possible. If he hits a ball and flattens it into the nick, it doesn't matter. He just wants to keep the point alive.
I've never seen
and
such
Yusuf is going to
urgency
take his
from
sweet
Andrew.
time.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
And this is a wise choice from Team USA because Yusuf Ibrahim, an attack-heavy player, likes to play short rallies. Doesn't quite have the fitness of a guy like Victor Cruin to extend those rallies. So a smart decision here by Coach TJ to wait for Yusuf to check in. And that's a pretty drop shot at the top of the bounce from Andrew Douglas. Quick serve.
This is full attack, and this is what it's all about, right?
There's no easing into things on the power play for Yusuf Ibrahim here. Doesn't have a chance to work his way up and down the backhand line. And that's another kill from Dougie. Team USA
Who would have thought
playing
Dougie
this
had
power
this much
play
of an attacking
masterfully.
game? Goes for it.
This is what the NSL is all about, folks.
This is
and this power play allowing Team USA to accumulate quite a lead here.
You got to give some credit to Coach TJ for using the power play at such a crucial time with Yusuf coming on out of nowhere, still not feeling that warm.
Dougie clips the top of the 10.
Last point of the power play.
And given the serve
the nick. And that's his point. So we got a 5-point lead right now from Team USA. And this is what the whole point of the power play is, to build this lead. And
Yusuf Ibrahim earns his first point since checking in. Not the first point he's won, but the first time that a point will be added to Team World's score. And Team World is still going to have that power play in their back pocket, so they're down 4 points. But you have to remember that they do have that power play opportunity to utilize at any point. You cannot use a power play in the last 4 minutes of a period.
I mean, Jackson, this is the first rally we're seeing in the power play. I mean, oh, what a fake there. Will Andrew get there? Oh, what a flick. Andrew gets there.
What a recovery.
Oh, the top spin.
The top spin.
And the clock stops. The clock stops.
And here comes
Spencer
the Iron Man.
Lovejoy.
Gilly Lane often talks about the big three in college squash, HYP, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, and how he hopes to insert Penn into that perennial discussion. And all four of these schools representing here early in the NSL Team World versus Team USA exhibition. Spencer Lovejoy, the former Yale Bulldog, and Yusuf Ibrahim with a furious flurry of shots.
I mean, this is a good matchup, Jackson, with how Spencer's whole game is to be able to absorb the pressure, and Yusuf being as attacking as he is. The lead is cut down to 2, though, and Team World, keep in mind, has still a power play to play. Jackson, what do you think? Do you think you should use the power play first as a team? What would your strategy be?
Not necessarily, because, I mean, this gives you a good opportunity to catch up now for Team World. And now we know that Team USA has used their 2 substitutions. They're not able to make another substitution. So Team World can call a power play as late as they possibly can. So that would be in another minute and a half or so.
Beautiful lob.
Or I guess I'm not sure if they're. We'll have to see how it plays out. If they have to call it at the 6-minute mark or at the 4-minute mark. I believe it will be actually at the 4-minute mark. So Yusuf can wear Spencer down for another 3 minutes here. He can check off. Ramit Tandon, who we know is also a fantastic attacking player, can check on, sub on for Team World, and Tandon can call the power play. He'll be fresh. Spencer may have heavy legs, having been on court for about 5 minutes to that point. And that could be an opportunity for Team World to come back.
I mean, knowing how fit Spencer is, I mean, the way he's absorbing the pressure right now and running down that clock. One could say Spencer's built for this format. Oh, beautiful hold on the backhand side. Oh, and opts to play it. Not a lot of decisions so far, which is great to see as a
clean squash. And there's a pretty boast from Lovejoy, feathered into the front right corner. See the replay?
beautiful
Perfect
boast.
placement, that second bounce.
Oh,
right spot,
and
and there's
this
an
is
error
the
from
double-edged
Ibrahim.
sword with Yusuf's play. They're building quite the lead. Can Spencer hold on? I mean, it's a great decision to have him as the final player with how fit he is. Loose length, though. These two have played each other in college with actually their senior years. Spencer taking the win over Yusuf as that stays in. Miss hit.
Spencer hit him with his backswing.
Second decision.
Minimal contact.
Two players completely disregarding the power play instruction. Team USA cannot score any points now, so let's see how Spencer's defensive skills come into play now
Team
as he
World
lobs
not
the ball.
opting yet to sub in Ramit Tandon, the Indian star player out of Colombia.
Interesting to see how, unlike Andrew, first error from Yusuf during the power play as he shakes his head.
Spencer's going to take his time here. Doesn't need to rush into anything.
A lot more familiar with the format, isn't he, Spencer?
Absolutely, Sean.
Oh, that's interesting. A little pause in play. Spencer acting like he doesn't know which service box he's going to. Is that a tactic?
Some mind games, some strategy.
Oh,
Flick from Yusuf, and Spencer's read it like a book.
It's just not severe enough from Yusuf right now, and with how fast and quick Spencer is, he's able to absorb the pressure, just lifting it up.
And Yusuf's gone for it again, and he has had some trouble smacking the
Yusuf's
ball into the front court there.
Incredible
That time.
defense by Spencer right now.
Feathering it in from the back that time, but when Yusuf has gone to smack the ball into the nick, like he has there, way off again.
The ball is too hot right now. It's hard to end each point. And Spencer just pushing the ball up, lobbing it up. Oh, that's beautiful. No rush from Spencer. This is incredible squash from Spencer
That's
Lovejoy
a
right now.
pretty boast off the volley.
Controlling the pace. And really what he has to do is just extend the rally so it loses time over the power play. That's exactly what he's doing. He understood the assignment. Ooh, and this Coach Matthias is not happy at all as he's talking to Ram Tandon about the next strategy. Question is, how much damage is Yusuf doing to Spencer as Team USA have no substitutions? That's fantastic. The point stops.
Stop, play stop. Really good.
And here comes Tandon with fresh legs for the final 3 minutes of period number 1. Sean, there are no power plays remaining. However, Tandon is still going to have to play with a lot of risk here. Down 3 points, he's going to have to even the score in the next 3 minutes. So he's still going to have to go for some shots that he maybe otherwise wouldn't. And that's make it 4. Lovejoy with a pretty backhand drop shot to extend the lead to 4
Team
points.
USA are in good spirits right now with the lead they have in the first period.
Yeah, Tandon has a lot of work to do and quickly. Can't spend too much time jockeying for a position here or easing into things. Outstanding retrieving from Spencer. There he is again with the lob. Great choice.
Absorbing all the pressure. Oh, opting for the decision here. First stroke.
And once again, we discussed that it might take some getting used to in terms of the new rules, the new format for Team World. Team USA, we knew they were going to be prepared for this format. They've played this format before. They literally came up with the rules. It really shows. And it's going to allow them to take period number 1. Almost certainly we will see if there's an adjustment coming up for Team World. And Timmy Brownell coming up to the broadcast booth, and he points 2 fingers at his temple, Sean, as he stares us dead in the eyes. High
Team USA is
IQ.
ready.
Timmy Brownell says, we didn't come
incredible. Spencer with the
mess
fist
around.
pump. Coach Matthias waving his hand for Ramit to hurry up. They don't have time as he goes for the neck. Oh. Soft error by Ramit.
And I love that from Timmy. Showcasing that this league is just about as much about brains as it is brawn, Sean. Spencer Lovejoy doing wonders for his draft
Jackson,
stock here
I've been
tonight.
incredibly impressed by Spencer and
He
the way
is,
he fits this format.
Really
Now he can run down the clock as he did with Yusuf's power play.
doing some great stuff on the defensive end as that ball sneaks in. High arcing, rail down the backhand side and out of position.
Ramit's in a hurry. Ramit's in a hurry right now. 40 seconds left on the clock. And another error to give USA quite certain the first period.
Spencer running away with period number 1. Ramit's gone for the quick. Nick.
Oh.
And it's there the second time.
It's only going one place and one place only.
It may be too little too late, though. And Spencer Lovejoy initially projected as a guy that would maybe go in the late 3rd round.
Oh, my God.
Maybe 3
This
hours
is
ago.
an
Now,
incredible performance by Spencer Lovejoy.
owners are certainly taking notice of this performance, Sean.
And there goes the clock. There goes the clock. Jackson, who would have thought this to come when this started? That Team USA would take the first period with quite the margin.
Quite the margin, Sean, indeed. And there goes Team World. They have to regroup.
They got to be in shambles right now. They got to be in panic mode.
And they don't even have their coach right now. Matthias has stepped over to MC Ryan Leslie, and let's go down to that interview with Ryan and Matthias and see what adjustments Team World needs to make here. Some technical difficulties here with the microphone. Hopefully we can get these corrected.
In the power play, I think we missed a couple of good opportunities there, but I think their team was pretty clever with their timing in the power play. So we're gonna look into that for the second.
Do you think that your team would have had a better shot if you would have played?
Probably not, but I would love this guy, just incredible.
All right, thanks. We'll let you get back to your team.
Matthias Knudsen humble, but in his mind, who knows? Perhaps he is thinking that with his exciting attacking play style, he'd be good. Lovejoy, the lowest ranked player on the PSA World Tour participating in this matchup, but he was certainly the MVP of the first frame.
Has got to be the MVP. I mean, the way he was just absorbing the pressure during the power play and calm, cool, and collected.
Victor Kruin has a look in his eyes right now, and he's been jumping up and down since the conclusion of that first period. I think we're going to see a different version of Victor Kruin here in frame number 2. I think that that Team World may take this quite convincingly, and Victor Kruin is going to be the Iron Man here. Timmy out to start period number 2, and Yusuf Ibrahim back on. This will be an interesting matchup. A tactical wizard in Timmy Brownell loves to move his opponents corner to corner. I sounded really Canadian when I said that for no good reason. Corner to corner.
I mean, yeah, it's going to be
Yusuf Ibrahim, who doesn't waste time.
Interesting to see this matchup with both left-handed players, and Team World opting to switch out Victor to Yusuf for the first ring as Victor downs an electrolyte packet.
Here we go. 20 minutes on the clock. Team USA is up 1-0. Timmy to serve, Yusuf to receive. Love all. Here you go, Tim.
Back wall boast early from Timmy playing defense, and there's the error from Yusuf Ibrahim to take a page out of Joey Barrington's playbook. Can be very Jekyll and Hyde from Yusuf Ibrahim. Sometimes you'll see spectacular shots that very few other players on the PSA World Tour or in the NSL are capable of making, and sometimes you'll see a plethora of tins and errors strung together. It's very hit or miss with Yusuf Ibrahim, but as we said at the beginning, on his day can beat anyone in professional squash. As there's the between the legs,
and another
and Timmy answers.
And a third tweener. A look back at the crowd for Timmy.
To love. Team World does not want to let this get away from them early. Already down 1 love. Victor talking to Matthias, and I think Victor's fired up. I think he wants to check in as soon as possible.
These boys
here.
are competitive as it gets. And another error from Yusuf.
3 to love, and Yusuf has not been able to find that nick that he loves so dearly so far today. It's tight from Ibrahim. That is not.
Timmy absorbing the pressure. Bit of a lead he's already built up in the second period.
Timmy really stretching
Stretching
his opponent.
Oh, is it giving it a stroke?
And to me, that's a stroke, Sean. What say you?
I also agree with the ref's decision.
Ball's a smidge behind
We
him,
won't,
but
we
I
won't
think
challenge it
he's
like Joey and PJ always
ready to
do.
play. Joey and PJ. Often critical of the refs. We'll be a little more forgiving.
Oh,
And once again,
soft
when
hands.
he uses finesse, Ibrahim has been fantastic tonight. But when he's tried to smack the ball into the nick, he has found little success.
seems a bit. He's a bit rushed today.
Perhaps a bit rushed, and there's beautiful width on the cross court to the backhand of Timmy Brownell. Two lefties going at it.
It's not often you see on the professional tour to see two left-handed players going at it, and these are probably one of the best left-handed players in the world. And as Timmy
There's
puts
the
in
boast
the
from
ripping boast.
Quickly, things may be getting away from Team World, and they may need to go to the substitution a little bit earlier than anticipated.
Again, I just want to give a quick shout-out to Coach TJ. The brilliance. How he's
Really
handling the
smart stuff.
situation.
Good on
Just
Timmy to
trusting
play
his
through that there.
players, going with the plan, knowing their strengths and weaknesses. What do you think Team World has to do here? Let us know in the comments as well if you're tuning in. What do you think Team World has? Coach TJ. Oh, Coach Matthias looks lost right now. Coach TJ looks calm. He knows what he's doing right now.
A split screen
Very
action between the
different
coaches.
facial expressions there, Jackson.
Oh, and Timmy could have dug that out and put that high onto the front wall.
Very early. Oh, second error.
There you see
Third
it,
error, but
Timmy.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Timmy
matter.
not
They
looking
can't
to
score.
extend the rallies if he feels he's out of position, which is very smart. He's not retrieving. He's going to take his opportunities to put the ball away here.
I mean, as of now, the most success we've seen from power plays from Andrew Douglas. As
Yeah, Team
Yusuf
World did not
is
find
doing
much
a brilliant
success.
job absorbing this and just lifting it up, slowing down the pace to make sure every second of that clock goes down. Yusuf is doing, this is exactly how you're supposed to defend the power play. I'm sure he took notes of how Spencer was doing it as Timmy doesn't even go for the ball.
Timmy says no moss. Once again, feels out of position. And it looks like Matthias is signaling to the referee that he wants to call a power play once Team USA's is over. Something else we may not have mentioned, if you're wondering why doesn't Team World sub out Yusuf Ibrahim during the power play? He's more of an attacking player. Throw Victor Kroon in there, he's going to be a much better defensive player for Team World. Well, you can't make substitutions during the power play. So Yusuf is stuck on the court right now.
It's double bounce. What a lead Team USA has built up here.
This point will determine the success of this power play. Yusuf has
Went
done a
for the
nice
nick.
job defending.
The clock is stopped.
And Team USA earned 3 points. 3 points on the power
First
play.
matchup of we see of Andrew Douglas and Ramit Tandon, so we'll see how this goes.
Good looks from Coach Matias.
Immediate error from Ramit Tandon.
We talked earlier about we have 2 Ivy League players going at it here, Sean. Sean, you were quite the player yourself in your day back in college for the Wesleyan Cardinal.
Wesleyan Cardinals, shout out to all my teammates who might be tuning in here. Oh.
And play a let here.
Oh
Sean,
my God.
Sean, how can you see playing in that college team format translating here to the NSL? What are the advantages for players who have taken the college route and have played at the team level before?
I just think team camaraderie is a lot stronger than Team USA right now. I mean, Team World is getting together right now. There's a lot more chemistry of knowing each other's games in and out, and especially in this setting, they know when to utilize the power plays.
Team World on the power play now.
Oh, and now Ramit ramps it
making
up.
instant use of the power play.
I have a hunch that Ramit Tandon might be the guy for power plays. I think he has the perfect balance of attacking, volleying.
Building the rallies to put himself in those positions to attack, absolutely.
We'll have to see how Andrew Douglas is able to defend this power play.
Ramit definitely controlling these first couple points. Will he be able to put the ball away, though? Dougie doing a great job running, retrieving, straightening the ball out. That's a good drop, and will be yes let.
It's a good thing to have decisions during these power plays as it wastes more time.
Absolutely. Team World's got to go here. Ramit needs some points quick. Because
as the lob goes up, as we see that Spencer was utilizing during the defense of the power play, the lob is an incredible shot for it as it slows down.
Team USA if Team USA is able to maintain a 7-point lead following this power play, both teams will have utilized their power play. Team World is going to have to make up 7 points without the use of any sort of power play in a matter of 11 minutes.
The error
that is
goes
a tough task.
for Ramit. Another error. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It's cool to see how when players are defending the power play, they're stepping up on the tee. They're knowing that the ball is going to go short. They know they need to defend it. And another error. This has not been the greatest showing of this power play. Again, Team World is looking out of sorts.
Stroke given.
There needs to be more urgency here as Coach Matias talks to his #1 player, Victor. I'm curious to see what they're talking about over there. What kind of tactics they have in store for Spencer, as Spencer will be the last player as well. And a costly error from Andrew Douglas. Jackson, I'd say this is a good defense.
It's a really good defense here from Andrew Douglas. Great lob there, reset, and it doesn't matter. Tandon's buried that ball into the net.
And the lead has cut down now. Oh, wrong footing shot.
And we're halfway through, Sean. Power plays come to a conclusion, come to a close. Absolutely flatlined by Douglas.
Ramit gets to it. Will Andrew get to that? No, he does not. simultaneously, Jackson.
Bright lights here. Big moment for Spencer Lovejoy. Team World needs 5 points made up here in the next 9 minutes.
Jackson,
Spencer
this is the
Lovejoy
player to have on Team
great
World,
extending.
right? Your number one player has Victor Rel.
And there goes Lovejoy. Extending the lead back out to 5 points. Stretching Victor in that front left corner. Victor popping it up, and Spencer sending him back left. Making court feel really big for Kruin right now.
Oh, that backhand is so crisp. Oh, and it doesn't. Another costly error from Team World by Victor Kruin. Beautiful lob. I mean, the way Spencer lobs it.
That is pretty
beautiful.
At this point, once again, the clock is a factor. So for Victor, he's going to have to win points quickly here. It's unlikely he's going to win the next 5 points in a row. So accounting for the fact that Spencer's going to win a couple in here, Victor's got to win points, and he's got to do it fast as well. For Spencer, he just wants to extend these rallies.
He got that. He got that. Oh. And the lead is cut down to 4 now.
And if Victor wins the next 2 points, but it takes him 2.5, 3 minutes to do so,
the pressure
that may work
on
in Team USA's favor.
Can't be making these errors at this point. Corkscrew. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful by Victor. The way he moves the ball, and he cuts down the lead to 4 now. Beautiful shot by Spencer.
Smoother than a baby's bottom there from Spencer Lovejoy. Would you look at that replay? Standing retrieval and resets the point beautifully.
Another error. Errors galore here.
Spencer's just hanging in there, and so far that's been good enough.
The pressure is all on Victor right now with the lead that Spencer has built up.
Those lobs are beautiful,
bang!
But that is even better. Victor Kruin taking a page out of perhaps a couple of his teammates' respective books. Many of us did not know that he had that in his, as the kids say, bag. And there's 2 in a row for Victor.
Both are staying solid with it right now as Victor raises the pace.
Tight work. Excitement growing here at Montgomery Bell Academy in Nashville, Tennessee at the Team World versus Team USA exhibition match.
Lead is as low as it has gotten right now to 3. Both need to make a push here.
cat and mouse squash here.
Spencer just
Both
lifts it
Victor
up.
and Spencer waiting for an opportunity. Waiting for a mistake.
And the
And
trickle
that is
goes
a pretty
wrong
hold.
foot.
Hello.
Wrong footing Spencer right there. Not often does he get wrong footed, but wow.
Call the taxi cab. Uh-oh. Wow.
He got it.
And he's got it.
Another
Furious.
drop exchange.
There's the lob, and it's beautiful. An opportunity here. Free-flowing fastball squash, and he's
the
buried
lead is
it
down to
in
one.
the tin.
As Spencer nervously looks back at his corner.
Staring into the eyes of Timmy Brownell, telling him it's all good, it's all okay.
Oh. And Jackson,
Victor,
we got a tie game on our hands right now with 3.5 minutes.
Spencer Lovejoy doing all the work. Remember, these two gentlemen came on at the same time. Neither fresher than the other per se, but I think it's safe to say that Spencer Lovejoy has covered more ground in this period than Victor has, and that is
I mean, Jackson Victor's quality is just
beautiful
showing.
quality from Victor
Highest world
Cruin.
ranking of 7.
And for the first time this evening, Team World has a lead.
Oh.
Lovejoy
Spencer has an
answers.
answer to that one. As the chants go on.
Drama from Nashville.
Nothing in it between the two. Stakes are high.
It's been an interesting juxtaposition to seeing the rally starting out so technical. And that's outrageous retrieval to eventually picking up the
Oh
pace.
my God.
And this is furious, and he's got the top of the tin. And that is
As
a
Coach
costly
Matias
error.
Jumps up his seat.
And that's too good, and that is tight work from Cruin. No substitution
I guess
for
Coach
Team USA to
Matias
make.
was onto something, putting Victor as their last player.
Spencer
Completely switching it
Lovejoy.
up since last period.
Lovejoy
Oh,
out
what
on
a
an
shot.
island, but a great drop shot there. He's gone
and
for the
he's
nick.
forcing it. He's forcing it with 1:30. Anyone who doubted Coach Matias.
Way off there.
3
Good
point
reset
lead.
from Spencer, though. That is a beautiful backhand drop, and that was certainly a massive double.
Yes.
Cheeky, cheeky. Cheeky, cheeky from
Cheeky
Victor. Won't
for
get away from it
Victor.
there. And Spencer has been best in this game when he has utilized height on the front wall with his length, and he's put it into that front left corner. Those backhand drops have been impeccable. And he's done a really good job lifting the ball on the front wall, beautiful lobs, and then even from the back, hitting the ball above the red line. And he's gotten into some trouble when he's gone for cross-court nicks off the volley
Less
or
than
tried
a
to mix
minute
it up.
left now. And that is a costly error. Costly error.
That may be the kiss of death for Team USA. And there's another error.
It seems like
And it'll be all to play for in period 3, Sean.
miraculous 4 points together. No chance.
I don't see it.
Oh,
There's one,
beautiful
though.
shot by Spencer.
There's one, though.
Got to go for the next now.
Quick. That won't do it. Close, but no cigar. Victor with another retrieval. Oh.
Oh,
And Victor
What a
playing
get.
defense like a champ. And it's too little too late for Lovejoy.
and the timer goes off.
Coach Matias, ecstatic. As Team World taking period number 1, period number 2 rather, and we're all knotted up. All to play for in period number 3, 30 minutes for this third period. The only difference between periods 1 and 2, still only 1 power play.
TJ, when we ran this event in Louisville, you were a player, now you're a coach. How has this been different experience for you, coaching versus playing?
Well, I think once you get a sense for the rules, you begin to build out your own strategy. And so in that last game, it's very different squash to be playing from behind the whole time. So we used the power play early on to get ahead. We ended up losing the game, so it shows you how much we know. But I think we might be playing this game a little bit more strategically than they are right now.
Was it part of the strategy to put Spencer out there versus world number 11 Victor for 9 minutes and 18 seconds, or is that just happenstance?
It wasn't, but Spence put a good performance on out there. And frankly, I think the boys are playing real well today. You know, we're a lower-ranked team. Their third-ranked player would be the highest-ranked player on our team. And this just feels like a classic American story of the underdog stepping up and outperforming.
The American dream. Let's see if it happens here in the third period. Good luck.
MC Ryan Leslie getting the word from Coach TJ, and here comes Yusuf Ibrahim to chat with Mr. Leslie.
Four.
I've never played anything like this before with the timing as well. It's a lot more stressful than I expected, and yeah. I mean, it's really fun. And I hope it's not the last one we play. And I hope we get the win today. And whatever team I'm playing in, it's really exciting for us. It's something different. Hoping everyone is.
Good luck in the third period. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, again. Into the third period. Who is ready? No overtime. The winner of this period is the winner of the All-Star exhibition. And don't forget, the team now has an extra sub and an extra power play. 30 minutes.
I stand corrected. Both teams will have 2 power plays this period as opposed to 1.
And one more
as Mr.
substitution.
Leslie,
So
an
one
extra
player will
substitution.
be playing a bit more than the others. I'm curious to see who's that's going to be. I mean, seeing from what we saw so far, Victor's got to be the choice from Team World side. Jackson, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Who do you think is going to take it?
Are you ready? Montgomery Bell Academy, are you ready?
Sean, I think Team World figured it out in the back half. Sean, I think Team World figured out this format in the back half of that second period. I think they're going to take it, but it's going to be close. I do think that Team USA is going to make a bit of a comeback here. I do think they're going to hold a lead at the halfway mark of this period, but I think Team World is ultimately going to take it by 2 or 3 points.
I mean,
What say you, Sean?
I think I might go with Team USA just to play devil's advocate. I mean, we saw how Timmy was able to bring up that lead in the second period, and we'll see how he does in this one. Good matchup for Timmy. no more messing around this third period.
Long second rally here. Slow trickle boast.
Oh. Early move from.
I think this is smart from Coach Matias.
As Timmy rolls it to respond.
Wanting to build a lead early. Don't want to fall behind here, so the power play early I think is a good choice in this third period, given that Team World has a second one in their back pocket still. And that's a poor shot from Yusuf, and I think that's a good call.
He's not happy with.
And I think that's a good
stroke.
call. And that ball came way out into the midcourt.
Gunslinger. I see a little bit of a hold there from Timmy. Who would have thought that he had that in his game? Another corkscrew. Wow. Oh, Yusuf is not happy with the decisions right now. It's the first time we see Timmy defending the power play. Yusuf cannot find the nick that he's so used to.
Oh, he's going for the top spin. That's trouble. Oh.
Double.
And that is Yusuf Ibrahim at his best. Firing on all cylinders in that rally. And he's hot here.
Took a lot of time out of that clock, Timmy. What a shot! As Timmy celebrates and wastes a little more time. Jackson, this is a disaster for Team World.
Team World, one power play. Team World, one power play in the hole and only a 1-point lead to show for it. Not what they were hoping for to open up period number 3, Sean.
With also Team USA having a power play remaining, also 2 power plays. There it goes, and immediately ties up the game. Guys, let us know in the comments below who you think is going to take it, Team World or Team USA. As of right now, I think Team USA have the upper hand.
Timmy really feeling himself. He looks so much sharper than he did in that first frame. There he goes. Another massive fist pump from the Harvard graduate.
We need Timmy to switch up the cellies.
Yeah, we need a little bit of diversity there. Needs to go to the Mustafa Asal Academy of Celebrations, perhaps.
Oh, what a boast. Ripper.
This is such quality on the length, the width. Not so much on that shot, but his crosses.
That's the power right there.
That's a stroke and a half. Timmy wants to keep the pace up. Wants to keep rattling off these points. Remember, Team USA up 4-2. They are up a power play right now, and that's a lazy shot. I hate to go ahead and be the one to say it, but no knee bend there from Timmy. A lackadaisical Tim there. Little lapse in focus. He's been so sharp.
And another error.
And there's another error. He needs to
Commentator's
refocus here.
curse.
Timmy Brownell played so well for the first 5 minutes of that period. Then the last 35 seconds, the wheels came off just a little bit. So solid to open things up, though. Don't want to take anything away from that effort by Timmy.
As we see Andrew Douglas take the court, we know how successful he was with the power play in the first session. So could be interesting to see if Coach TJ puts the power play on with Andrew.
Both players jockeying for position down that backhand line, as is Arbitrarian in this game. Oh. It's a great dig by Tandon and a little flick from Douglas, and Ramit's read him like a book there.
Back to parity.
Grueling rally for both players. It's going to be a huge boost of confidence for whoever ends up winning this one, and Douglas
constructs the stroke from Ramit.
Hits it right back at himself. That's tight work from Ramit Tandon, reaping the rewards there with the stroke. And there's an error. Team USA doesn't want to let things get away here.
As Ramit built up a 3-point lead.
Now here, Sean, is this an opportunity where down 7-4 things are slipping? Do you want to call a power play here to stop the bleeding? And that's going to be
yes, let's.
It's a good call. Drop shot popped up just enough. Wasn't quite good enough. Tandon could have gotten there.
I do not know. I'm looking at Coach TJ right now. He seems so calm.
Is it a power play time to stop the bleeding? Or, I mean, Dougie maybe has not found his groove yet, so maybe you don't want to go to the power play yet, because how effective is that power play going to be? So that's where the strategy comes in, and those are the questions that are going to be answered throughout this NSL season.
Dougie coming fresh off the slopes.
Oof, that's loose from Tandon. Oh, yes, let is given. Loose.
This is going to switch up everything with a 3-point lead. Immediately goes in. Oh!
2 in a row. Such quality to the forecourt.
Was that double bounce?
And Tandon got both those shots back. Really good stuff from Douglas, but not good enough according to the referee.
Found the neck.
That's outrageous from Douglas.
He finds the neck.
Here we go. Fasten your seatbelts, folks.
Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Team World cannot score any points right now.
It's a stroke.
Quick
Let's
stroke
go. It's the most crucial
like
period of the match
for power plays.
This could be where Team USA built a sizable lead, and
fishing action out here.
That is a generous call from the referee, and Ramit Tandon is going to take his time.
1 minute left.
Dougie with a mid cross-court fade. Has an opportunity, takes it into the backhand corner.
A little front court, back court drill here. For all the juniors watching, this is how you do the drill.
Spin action. It's great holds.
Oh, this is perfect defense from Ramit.
Wow.
Oh, and he finds the nick.
Goodness.
Bang, as Mike would say.
Take out a page out of Mike Breen's book. Oh, can't quite get there. And we're all knotted up here.
Shout out in the comments below, Diego saying that USA is saving power plays for Victor.
Power play is concluded, and we're tied at 7 apiece. Both teams with 1 power play remaining.
Yusuf is back on.
And out comes Ramit Tandon. And you have to imagine Ramit Tandon is done for the night. This is the second of 3 substitutions for Team World. And Victor Cruin yet to check in this 3rd period. So you have to imagine that Cruin will be the final substitution for Team World. A really
Good
great
shot.
effort by Ramit Tandon tonight. And really good defense on that final power play against
For
Andrew
owners
Douglas.
out there tuning in, that was incredible defense by Ramit. All things tied up in the third period here. As Joey and PJ would say, nothing in it. It's a beautiful angle right here.
It's a great dig. Not good enough, says the referee. See the replay. Is that a double? I think so, Sean Choi. It's tough to tell from that angle.
Do you think that's a double? Do you have my glasses on today? Ripping
20/20
post.
vision.
Oh, close one.
Oh,
Costly
Andrew
error.
Douglas upset with himself for not following through, finishing
But
on that
the
drop shot.
laces are untied as the clock continues. Nine all.
Yusuf Ibrahim, such flexibility with that wrist. Able to straighten the ball with such ease. Bit of fortune there from Ibrahim. I'll take it gladly.
Good lines. Oh!
Oh, no, he did not. Oh, he's gone for the top spin. Greedy.
Whew. Douglas dodged a big one there. That would have been all over the highlight reels. He did not want to be on the receiving end of that.
Yusuf Ibrahim building a SportsCenter top 10 campaign. Hasn't quite found the big highlight yet, but he's hoping for it. Bit of a taxi there, and that's too
costly
soft
error.
on the drop. Playing through is Douglas. Pressure.
Good lift.
Great width and great height on that cross court from Douglas. That's when he's at his best, wearing his opponents down, using height and accuracy on the front wall.
Back to attritional play. Just clean lines.
Action this rally on the backhand
forces
side
it.
for Ibrahim, forehand for Douglas.
What a rally.
There you see the flick of the wrist there on the straight drive from the forecourt there from the Cairo native. There's the drop shot. And he's there again. Excellent retrieving
my
from Andrew
goodness.
Douglas. Never say die. He's there again with the lob. Massive pressure.
Substitution
Massive work
has
being
got to
done.
be in play right now. Get these boys some rest. What a rally. Oh my God. And Andrew with a huge fist pump as the crowd goes wild.
Yusuf Ibrahim dictating traffic all rally long for about a minute and a half. But Andrew Douglas
Andrew with
hung
both
around just
power
enough.
plays.
And now with Douglas fatigued, a power play for Team World, a smart choice by Team Matthias, but they must capitalize here. And
As he
Andrew
forces
Douglas
it, Andrew's
defending.
going to take his time.
Team USA up 1 point heading into the power play. About 20 seconds gone.
Oh, Andrew.
We're going to play it. And play Yeslet.
Oh, out of
And the
serve.
serve out.
That-
The eye roll from Douglas.
I'm sure Coach Gilly and Coach Stuart Crawford are not happy with that type of mistake from their player. Oh. The ball is softening up, Jackson, so it should favor Yusuf's attacking game. And
It's been a
hopefully
very
he'll
lively
find-
ball.
It's really softening up right now.
It's really sticking up there in those front corners. Douglas. Douglas at the end of that power play hugging the wall for a moment. He was absolutely exhausted, and a great effort by Andrew
Heroic
Douglas.
effort by Andrew Douglas. Now we got the best defender right now, as we've seen of the power play.
But Sean, Team World is out of power plays. Only up a single point. Team USA has that second power play in their back pocket, and you better believe they're going to sit on it and wait to use it
Against
until the
Victor.
final moments of this match. And here comes Spencer Lovejoy, the MVP of the first period. Not such a great showing to close that second period.
That's a costly mistake.
With 9 minutes to go, Team USA was up 5 points over Team World. It was Victor versus Spencer for 9 minutes straight. No substitutions left, and Victor able to come back and win period number 2 for Team World. We'll see if Spencer can redeem himself in period number 3, show
Yusuf
some of
pushing
what he
the
was able
pace.
to in period number 1. And there's that lob. Yusuf recognizing it's a prime volleying opportunity for him.
Oh, the speed there is unbelievable.
The back wall boast just clips the tin.
The lead is being built right now as Victor warms up for his upcoming sesh. Oh. Yusuf is just reading him right now.
Oh,
That's the double-edged sword you get with Yusuf. As attacking as he is, the tins.
tried to feather it in there.
Keep in mind, everyone, a power play is still alive by Team USA.
Lovejoy commits the error, and Ibrahim steadily building pressure. Behind the back, and that's not a bad shot at all. Spencer punches in a strong counter drop. Now we're back even.
Spencer's looking strong, fresh.
Ibrahim has stepped up the pace here and steadily building pressure, but you can't do it when you commit errors like those.
You're putting your teammate Victor in jeopardy by making those costly tens.
Ibrahim a little bit more urgency with his movement, you can see here. Spencer steadies a rock.
Oh, hit
And
him.
he's accidentally
Went
hit
for the
him.
let. Good sportsmanship there. Jackson, I don't know about you, but I would have taken that as my point. Because these boys are better than me.
It's what they teach you down in Wesleyan, Sean. I understand.
It's a dog-eat-dog world.
It's a dog-eat-dog world. Fortunately, the Denison Big Red able to come up with a huge win over the Wesleyan gentlemen in the early stages of this season.
Oh, a slight dig there. Wasn't this guy step it
It's
up?
a major dig, in fact. That's tight work from Ibrahim. Spencer back to the lob.
Oh, he's moving their ball around beautifully.
Ibrahim not looking to even put the ball away, just looking to stretch Lovejoy as much as possible, and he has done just that. An outstanding display of steady and constant pace and pressure from Ibrahim, putting major work into the legs and lungs of one Spencer Lovejoy here as we're about to cross the 2/3 mark here in period number 3. And that is another error from Ibrahim.
Error.
Such great quality from Ibrahim, but he has committed about 5 errors over the last few minutes. And here comes Victor,
Final substitution from Team
the
World.
Iron Man, and up stands Timmy Brownell out of his seat.
This is dangerous. We know what happened in the second period with Victor and Spencer, as Victor moves up the service box. A little shocking there.
And I really think it's all going to come down to the success of the power play, Sean, which will inevitably be called by Timmy Brownell once he checks in the next couple minutes here. And there's an early error from Lovejoy.
Spencer questioning the pickup.
Coach Matthias grinning ear to ear.
Body serve. Always a cheeky tactic in squash.
Some major
Testing
mind games
Spencer's
here from Victor.
mobility.
Timmy Brownell onto court number 1. You can see out of the corner of your screen to warm up.
Oh,
And that's absolutely brilliant.
What a shot.
Timmy raises his arms, wants to get the crowd into this thing. A stroke of brilliance on that leaping backhand volley drop shot. And he needed that badly.
Oh, that completely fooled Spence.
And we've said it already so many times that there's one word to describe Victor Kruen's performance as that's a stroke and a half for Lovejoy. One word to describe Victor Kruen's performance tonight, it has been cheeky, cheeky, cheeky from the Frenchman. And Spencer with a couple points in a row here.
Oh, one too many from Victor.
Some beautiful combination from Kruen. Working Lovejoy corner to corner. Team World retakes the lead. Victor's going to want to build up a sizable lead here if possible in the coming minutes because Team USA does have that 2-minute power play in their back pocket to utilize at any point outside of the final 4 minutes.
Oh, wow. The shut of the chin.
Big fist pump.
Gregory Gaultier-esque right there, that celebration.
Team USA has tied this thing up again. Nashville faithful, fully behind Spencer Lovejoy and Team USA. Beautiful venue here at the brand new Montgomery Bell Academy squash facility. As we are less than 24 hours away from the first ever National Squash League draft, the Team World versus Team USA exhibition here tonight. And the drama is palpable.
Oh my God. Victor just showing off his unbelievable wingspan.
And that's an outrageous dig from Spencer Lovejoy, staying alive. He has shown a lot
Coach
here
TJ
tonight
standing up right now, making a move.
when it comes to his defensive prowess. And how has he gotten that back? That was absolutely glued to the sidewall. Victor Kruen working Spencer corner to corner, and it was only a matter of time.
Point, and the clock stops. With
So steady there was Victor Kruen, and here comes
Timmy Brownell, former
Slim
teammate.
Tim.
Chance go on.
And it comes down. And it comes down to the college teammates. They won a national championship together at Harvard.
No love lost between the two of them.
There certainly is not, Sean. There you go.
Victor really finding his groove in this last 2 periods.
Victor did
Body-
really
another body
struggle
serve.
early, and after that first period, had a little look in his eyes that he was not happy with the way he played, and he was ready to step up his level, and he's done just that.
And there's a reason why he's projected to be the #1 pick. And he's showing it.
It's a great line from Timmy. The follow-up,
Oh.
a little bit short.
Seems like
That's a
Victor-
nice boast.
Victor's reading him right
And here
now.
comes Timmy maybe building a little bit of pressure. You're right. Victor is on top of a lot of these shots, and
These two.
this is quality and a half.
It shows that these two were teammates. They know each other's games. Oh. Wow.
A massive celebration.
As Coach TJ stands up
And
for a power
this-
play.
Oh, and Timmy loses the ball on the court.
This is crucial. Crucial for Timmy.
And it all
to build the
comes
lead.
down to this.
Oh. Every second counts right now for Timmy.
Oh my goodness! He sent it!
The gunsling.
Going rollerblading here this evening.
Another
Not
three
again.
wall.
Not again. Oh my goodness, he's gone to flatten that ball into the nick. No holds barred
All
for
the
Timothy
pressure is
Brownell.
on. Beautiful defense from Victor, though.
Victor doing well here. Fast and furious from Timmy Brownell.
Another error. Oh, wrong foot's him. Where is he going?
Call the taxi.
He's going to bed at France. I'll tell you that. And a 3 wall.
He's really going for that 3 wall here.
Last rally. How will Timmy respond to this last power play? No point of going for it right away, as it is 1 full rally. Wow. Really stretching him out. Those long limbs of Timmy. All in use right now.
May as well be Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel going at it, because the pace, the drama, it is nothing short of furious here tonight, Sean Joy.
That's beautiful. It's all about family, isn't it?
All about family. Familia es todos, Sean.
And the error! That is not how Victor wants to play that. This is an incredible way for Timmy to have utilized the power play.
Both teams out of power plays. Just squish,
Just
in the words
squish.
of Mr. Leslie. Victor Kroon has 3 points to make up in 3 minutes. He needs to go for some shots he maybe, perhaps otherwise would not. This is an absolutely huge rally if Timmy wins here and extends it to a 4-point lead with under 3 minutes to go.
On Victor right
It's
now.
a completely different game. If Victor can cut the lead to 2, then he buys himself some time, certainly. And there he
First
goes.
error.
And Victor can sigh a breath of relief there.
Oh, this is tense. This is tense.
Cut the tension in here with a knife, Sean Choi.
Oh, that's
my
costly as he
goodness.
looks back to his team.
So unlike the Frenchman,
Iron
in clutch
Marshall
situations, refuses
is
to
gonna
make
hit a dip on his
errors
stock
like that.
for the draft.
It's a good dig from Timmy.
Oh,
Timmy with the
momentum.
reflexes.
The momentum is with Team USA as Coach TJ gives a bright smile.
Something out of the matrix there from Slim Tim. Quick hands on the squash court, that is.
I mean, this is my pick for pick 3, Timmy Brownell. for my potential draft.
Oh, it's
What a
pretty for
cut.
Victor, and the retrieval.
One too many for Timmy.
Victor sending Timmy corner to corner.
What an atmosphere this is, Jackson.
Victor's got to go fast here. Oh, that's pretty.
Timmy's questioning it.
That appeared to be good. From our view, perhaps we're mistaken.
It's 28-26 right now.
The scoreboard is
2
gone
points.
from the live stream.
2-point lead for Timmy Brownell.
This rally could put it away for Team USA if Timmy's able to come out on top with it,
he
and
did
that's
get it.
a great dig. Another one there.
Nervous looking.
Oh, my
and
goodness, the hold.
The lead is cut down to 1. 1 point lead.
We could have overtime on our hands, Sean Choi. .38 seconds. 28-27. Team USA leads. Team World came all the way
Coach-
back, though, here.
Coach TJ finally looking a bit nervous.
25 seconds.
Oh, no! One in there. The game tied up. Sudden death. The clock. Could not have scripted it better here.
4.9 seconds left as the clock is winding down to 0.
Final rally.
One rally to decide 70 minutes of outstanding squash. It's a great
Wow! And
absolutely glued to the sidewall.
as he
There's
throws
the
his
celebration.
headband.
The final horn sounds.
Wow, they all counted them out. I did so too. As the USA chants
Raining
are
down from
echoing around
MC
the building.
Leslie.
I mean, what a match that was. This is what it's all about,
A
right?
great show of sportsmanship from both players. And both refusing to be the first one out the door.
Oh, this is beautiful. Wow.
Folks, this is only the exhibition.
My heart rate's racing up right now. What a result. What a
And
win
I
by
can't
Team
wait for
USA.
Spectre Center in June for the finals, Sean.
Wow. I mean, with this team, one owner might just draft the Team USA. As we go down for the interview for the winners, as Team USA heads back down with the winner, Timmy Brownell.
League exhibition, the United States of America. I'm here with the coach, TJ Dembinski. TJ, we talked earlier about how you were a player last time, but you're a coach this time. At the last rally, winner take all, would you have rather been playing or would you have rather been coaching?
TJ rocking those blue jeans right now, by the way. Great look on him.
I'm here
Trouble hearing TJ's response there. Short and
MVP
sweet.
USA, Timmy Brownell, as he closes it out.
Nicely introducing Timmy here. And some technical difficulties.
Timmy, it was a Harvard v. Harvard, Victor versus you. Your teammate just said, like the old school challenge matches, what was the feeling as you had 28 all going in that last rally?
I mean, yeah, that was awesome. I saw the clock winding down, and he was going to serve, and I said, no, let's play. One point takes it all. We didn't want to see go to or anything like that. Mano a mano, 1 point, made the best man win. I happened to hit a good shot there, but that's how this game's supposed to finish, right down to the wire.
Well, you're a U.S. former national champion. You're a collegiate national champion. How does this win compare to those championships?
I mean, this is unique. This is awesome. It's never been done before. Thank you everybody for coming out tonight. This is the first time we've ever played an official NSL championship match. That was awesome. Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for Team. Tomorrow we have the NSL Inaugural Draft. Don't forget to buy your raffle tickets for the opportunity to tomorrow. You again to our studios.
Team USA pulling off a stunning upset here this evening. And as Coach TJ said earlier on, the lowest ranked player on Team World, Ramit Tandon, would have been the highest ranked player on Team USA. It doesn't matter, though. Timmy Brownell, Spencer Lovejoy, Andrew Douglas, and Coach TJ, too familiar with the rule set, too intelligent, outsmarting Team World, and Spencer Lovejoy, Andrew Douglas with gutsy performances tonight, Timmy Brownell, a tactical mastermind, and his skills on full display this evening as well. What an effort from the hometown boys, Team USA, and what a great showing from the crowd here in Nashville tonight, Sean. A really fun atmosphere, and it's been a really fun match, Sean.
Oh, wow, what a spectacle that was. This should put all the owners in alert right now with how really the rankings kind of went out the window.
And now attention shifts to the National Squash League draft tomorrow evening, live streaming at 6 p.m. tomorrow night, and we will have full coverage for that here on the National Squash League YouTube channel, so come right back here tomorrow. If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed to the National Squash League YouTube page, and make sure that you do not miss the National Squash League draft tomorrow. And we look at the top players here on the draft board for tomorrow. This is the top 20, the consensus top 20 based off of rankings. And we have Victor Kruin and Yusuf Ibrahim leading the way, two players that we saw on full display.
That should have brought up the draft stock by a lot for a lot of different players here, especially on Team USA side. Jackson, we want to run through the season schedule for the NSL.
Yeah, absolutely. We will have, for the National Squash League, two divisions. There will be the North and South Division. There will be 6 teams. So we have the Nashville Crushers, we have the Newport Dragons, the Newport Colts, the Chicago Grizzlies, the New York Knights, and the Atlanta Tornadoes, split into 2 divisions, the North and South. Each team will play one another within their respective division. Every team will play 1 home and 1 away match in the regular season, and the top teams in their respective divisions will square off in the NSL Championship match this June at the Arlen Specter Center in Philadelphia. I can't wait, Sean.
Oh.
I can't wait, and I can't wait for tomorrow night being on the call for the NSL draft with you.
That was a glimpse of what we were able to see throughout the season.
Sean, who is the one player tonight that showed you the strongest effort and that did the best job to potentially raise their draft stock here this evening?
I think we got to keep in mind of what Spencer was able to do, especially in that first period. The way he was able to defend the power play, the way he was able to absorb the pressure. Really, the rankings kind of went out the window. It was really not about rankings and how you can absorb the pressure. And someone like Spencer's game, who has the build to absorb pressure, who has the speed to retrieve, the NSL format might be benefiting players like that more often than not, rather than attacking players like Yusuf and Ramit.
Absolutely. The defensive players like a Spencer Lovejoy, like an Andrew Douglas, and looking further up and down the draft board, like a Charlie Lee, for instance, those type of players are just as essential in this format as guys like Yusuf Ibrahim, guys like Matthias Knudsen and Vir Chotrani, who are guys that have gotten a lot of buzz, names that have drawn a lot of excitement. But some guys that are flying under the radar a little bit are perhaps the defensive guys that are able to extend those rallies. And I think those guys are equally, if not more important than the attacking guys. And that's the biggest takeaway for me from this evening, is the importance of fitness and defense in this new league format as well. And I think that was absolutely electric. As we saw, it came down to the final rally.
What a treat that was. And
what an absolute joy. What an absolute pleasure to be a part of this. And once again, this is just an exhibition, and there are no stakes on the line. And we saw how invested the players were, how invested the fans were. What an absolute treat. And the NSL, if this is just the beginning, we're in for a long ride. We have the original 6 this year, and we could see that list of teams potentially expanding in years to come if we see more squash like we did here tonight throughout the remainder of the season, which I anticipate we will. Once again, 25 of the top 100 players in the world have declared for the NSL draft. The draft will be tomorrow night. 6 teams will be drafting 4 players each. 24 players will be selected. And you look at guys like Matthias Knudsen, who aren't even in the top 100. Matthias will certainly be selected. So there are going to be a lot of very good players that will not be drafted. Only the best of the best are going to be able to participate in the National Squash League this season. Sean Choi, it has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for joining me this evening
Jackson,
for
what a pleasure
this
that was.
exhibition. For my compadre here, my co-worker, my competitor in many ways in the squash podcasting universe, and my friend Sean Choi, I am Jackson Bragman signing off. Thank you for tuning in and joining us. Make sure to join us again tomorrow at 6 p.m. for the NSL Draft right here on the National Squash League YouTube channel.